Hi students, I hope all are fine. So we have already seen this story about the snake and the mirror of Vaikom Muhammad Bashir. So we have understood the story. So now what we have is we have some questions and answers and also some activities based on the story. And also in this class we'll also learn something called a reported speech. Okay? All right. So here first we have the questions and answers. Okay, there are first one is discuss in pairs and answer each questions below in a short paragraph of 30 to 40 words. Okay, so there are three questions and this answers will be given to you. Okay, so next we have another type of question, that is this story about a frightening incident is narrated in a humorous way. What makes it humorous? Think of the contrast it presents between dreams and reality. Some of them are listed below. So what you have to do is there are some dreams or some reality. Okay, so some statements are given here. So what we need to do is we need to write a short paragraph each on these things. Okay, on these statements. All right, so this one also will be given to you and you can write it in your classwork. And we are coming to something called okay, this one is your activity. Okay, so first what we have is we have 10 sentences. Okay, 10 sentences. What we need to do is we need to categorize them into four things. First is was afraid of the snakes. Second one was proud of his appearance. Third, had a sense of humor. Then was no danger afraid. Sorry, was no longer afraid of the snake. Okay, so there are 10 statements. So what we need to do is we need to categorize them into these four things. Okay, so here are some sentences from the text. Say which of them tell you that the author was afraid of the snake, was proud of his appearance, and had a sense of humor, was no longer afraid of the snake. Okay, there are four feelings of the author. So we need to categorize these 10 sentences into that. Okay, so I'll just read these sentences. First one, I was turned to stone. Second, I was no mere image cut in granite. The arm was beginning to be drained of strength. Fourth one, I tried in my imagination to write in bright letters outside my little heart the words, O God. Fifth one, I didn't tremble, I didn't cry out. Sixth, I looked into the mirror and smiled. It was an attractive smile. 7. I was suddenly a man of flesh and blood. 8. I was, after all, a bachelor and a doctor too on top of it. 9. The fellow had such a sense of cleanliness. The rascal could have taken it and used it after washing it with soap and water. 10. Was it trying to make an important decision about growing a mustache or using eyeshadow and mascara or wearing a vermilion spot on its forehead? Okay, these are the 10 sentences. So we need to categorize them into four feelings of the author. Okay, four feelings of the author. First one, I was turned to stone. So what it was is it the first one, second one, third, or fourth one? Was afraid of the snake, or was proud of his appearance, or had a sense of humor, or was no longer afraid of the snake? I was turned into stone. So he was definitely, it is the first one. He was afraid of the snake. That's why he turned into stone. Okay, he was like a turn. He just like a stone. He stayed just like a stone without making any movement. That is, so other things just to go through and find out. Okay, finding it difficult, you just keep it there. We'll do it in the live session. Then, second one, what we have is expressions used to show fear. Okay, we have certain expressions used in the text to show fear. Okay, we have already seen that while we were learning this particular story. So what we have is we have three of them, so we need to fill it. Okay, so first one, can you find the expression in the story that tells you that the author was frightened? Read the story and complete the following sentences. Okay, first one, I was turned dash. Second, I sat there holding. Third, in the light of the lamp, I sat there like dash. Okay, so here there are three sentences. You need to complete them after going through the text. Okay, I was turned to what? You know it. Okay, I'm not completing it because you know you are aware of it. That's why I'm not telling you. All right. So these three sentences you need to complete. The third one, okay, here what we have is we have some sentences or some phrases given in italics. So we need to find out the meaning of that. Okay, so in the sentences given below, some words and expressions are italicized. They are variously mean that one is very frightened, is too scared to move, is frightened by something that happens suddenly, makes another feel frightened. Okay, so there are four expressions. Okay, four expressions. The meaning of, sorry, means to say there are some phrases given in italics and they express the expressions that is very frightened, is too scared to move, is frightened by something that happens suddenly, then makes another feel frightened. These are the four expressions. So what we need to do, we need to match these 10 sentences, match the following sentences to these four expressions. Okay, from the phrases given or which are italicized. Okay, so match the meanings with the words or expressions in italics and write the appropriate meaning next to the sentence. The first one has been done for you. Okay, what we have is we need to find out the expression and write the meaning of it towards the end of the sentence in bracket. Okay, first one it is done for us, so just see. I knew a man was following me. I was scared out of my wits. Okay, scared out of my wits is given in italics, so the meaning of it is very frightened. So likewise we have 6 more sentences. Okay, so in order to get the meaning of the sentence, what you have to do, you need to go through the dictionary. Okay, so I got a fright when I realized how close I was to the cliff edge. Okay, I got a fright. Got a fright is given in italics. Likewise we have a nearly jumped out of his skin, gave me a fright. It will make your hair stand on end, paralyzed with fear, not moving a muscle. Okay, these are the sentences. So what we need to do? So these are the expressions given in italics. So first you need to find out the meaning, and you need to write the correct expression towards the end of the sentence. Okay. So you need to get the help of a dictionary in order to do this. All right, so next we move on to something called reported questions. Okay, reported questions. So First, I'll just read these sentences. So, his friend asked, "Did you see the snake the next day, doctor?" Then it can be written like this. His friend asked the doctor whether or if he had seen the snake the next day. Okay, see, it's like it's like someone is reporting what has already been said to a third party. Okay, so what do you mean by reported speech? Okay, reported speech is you are reporting something that has already been said to a third party. Okay, that is a reported speech. Okay, you two friends are talking and one of your friends is not with you. Okay, you have a third friend. Okay, two of you are talking, third friend is not with you. So the friends who were talking, and two of them, among those two, one goes and tells the third friend. That is what you have been discussing. Okay, that is the mean, that is called as reported. Okay, reporting speech, because you are reporting what has already been said to another person. Okay, so here what we have is reported question. Okay, his friend asked, "Did you see the snake the next day, doctor?" So, if it is written in the reported form, you have to write like this. His friend asked the doctor whether or if he had seen the snake the next day. Then, the little girl wondered, "Will I be home before the TV show begins?" So, how can we convert it into a reported speech? So, reported question. The little girl wondered if or whether she would be home before the TV show began. Okay, TV show began. Third one, someone asked, "Why has the thief left the vest behind?" Someone asked why the thief had left the vest behind. Okay, so just read this, you will be able to get it. The words if or whether are used to report questions which begin with do, will, can, have, are, etc. These questions can be answered yes or no. Okay, so yes or no questions will begin with if or whether. Okay, in the reported form. Then questions beginning with why, when, where, how, which, what are reported using these same words. Okay, question words will be used same. Okay, used the same way in the reported speech. So the reporting verbs we use in questions with if or whether, why or when, etc. are ask, inquire and wonder. Okay, so the reporting verbs: he asked, he inquired, he wondered. Okay, so those are the words which we use in reporter questions. Okay, something that you have to keep in mind is this: the present tense. Okay, the present tense changes to past tense when you make it a reported speech. Okay, when you convert it into a reported speech, the present tense changes to past. Then second, here, today, tomorrow, yesterday, etc. change to there, that day, the next day, the day before, etc. Third one, I or you change to me or him or he, etc. as necessary. Okay, so example, he said to me, "I don't believe you." He said he did not believe me. She said to him, "I don't believe you." She told him that she did not believe him. Okay, you see the difference. First one, he said he did not believe me. Second, she told that she did not believe him. Okay, so that is about a reported speech. We have a worksheet. So just read through these sentences and try to convert. Okay, try to convert following the examples we have already seen. Okay, so I hope if you are finding difficult, it's okay. Now we will do it in the live session, but you try to do is as we have seen in the examples and some of the things which we learn to remember. Okay, so I hope today's class is clear to you. Thank you and bye.